Hey friend, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie and we are checking in for your energy, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Let's see what's going on for the week ahead and what you need to know and how we can best support your journey. All right, for our Pisces, hope you had a good weekend and a good start to the week. Let's see what's coming up in the energy currently. Current energy, thank you, Spirit, for our Pisces. First up, we have got the Two of Pentacles. Let's see what's crossing this. And as I pull out the cards, we'll start getting into it. Okay, crossing this is the Two of Swords with the King of Wands. Influencing this situation, we have the Hermit energy. The past impacting the present. We've got the Ten of Cups. What's in the headspace here? We've got the Seven of Swords. Near future. The World energy. Your power in this situation. We've got two cards here. We've got the Six of Cups. So we've got three. The Star energy and the Knight of Wands. Current environment. We've got the Empress energy. Nice. Hopes and fears. The Hierophant. And the potential outcome. They're just flipping out. Is the Emperor. Okay. Let's dive in. I just want to peek underneath. Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, the Sun. Okay, this is good. This is good. All right, guys. So in terms of the current energy, we're sitting with the Two of Pentacles. So this could be something about trying to balance out resources, balancing out. This could be something on the financial front or feeling like something is just not perhaps flowing as yet, and that's something that you would like to see come into fruition. So this could be related, yes, to your finances, could be related to energy in something or the behavior of something right now. Just could be feeling a little to and fro. I'll dive in more so we can kind of see what this is all about. And having a look at the energy when it comes to what's challenging this situation, you do have another two energy. So the Two of Swords with the King of Wands. So this seems like there may be some clarity around something that you're lacking here. Perhaps you're lacking some focus or making a decision to go towards something or someone. This could be related to a fire energy, a King of Wands energy. So Aries, Sag, Leo. It just seems right now there seems to be a deciding factor perhaps of what to do, maybe which direction to go. Again, what maybe some effort or someone is putting into a situation, but it just seems like there's something here that just is a little unbalanced right now and what could be causing or reflecting wanting something just to balance and work out here. So then, if there is some relationship that feels a little rocky, maybe, there's hope and desire here for this to work out and come into balance. Maybe two people need to come together to bring that to some form of harmony. In terms of what's influencing the situation, you do have the Hermit energy, that strong Virgo energy here. This is a major arcana, so it seems like someone could be a little withdrawn on next steps, deciding what those next steps are or finding that solution towards bringing something into balance. For some of you, I do feel it's wanting to be rested. It feels like home, okay? Whatever home or whatever is taking up your space right now in your heart, in your spirit, where you want something just to work out. Sometimes our home can be where our heart is, right? At the end of the day, it just seems like that you're seeking some more insight, or someone's seeking some more insight on what to do next, on how to make this work or come together. Interestingly, you do have the past showing up as the Ten of Cups. So this is, reflective of what makes you happy, of where you've been, of what you want to create. And it does seem to be around your home life, your emotional connection to people, to places, to things that are important to you. So there could be a lot of reflection on wanting to reconnect to what you have had or what you have built in the past here. So family could be a strong sense here in terms of what you're wanting to bring into balance. To have the Seven of Swords sitting in the headspace, someone's not trusting something here, or perhaps someone's looking at more information or trying to decipher something within themselves. You know, I don't know if there's some form of research or you're really looking at what someone is doing, how someone's showing up. But it feels like, you know, this sitting in the headspace and also the Seven of Swords, a lot around communication and thoughts and behaviors around something here. I just feel like there's something right now that you're focused on that you're not trusting, or maybe you're concerned something underneath that you're going to learn. And it's interesting too, because when we do get into the headspace, sometimes we can feel like our intuition is trying to say something, but I feel like someone here is trying to navigate a situation here and perhaps look at a way forward and create a strategy as well. But again, there could be this part of the way that people are communicating or showing up. There's something here that feels a little uncomfortable, that maybe you're not trusting, they're not trusting, or really trying to figure out, okay, what's the best step forward that we can come together, work together, compose ourselves to move towards. Now, in terms of the near future, you do have the World energy. Again, you've got a lot of major arcanas here. We've got the Hermit energy, we've got the Empress, the Emperor, the Star. So there's a lot of major arcana and the Hierophant. So the World energy is talking about reflecting on maybe things that continue to show up. Maybe there's a bit of a pattern around something here where there could be progress of strength in a connection or in a certain area of your life, and then you're finding at times it gets a little wobbly. Maybe, you know, something comes a little bit out of balance. Maybe it's time and effort that someone's got to put into work or put into other people or put into other situations, or it's a financial thing. But whatever it is, I feel like there's this part of this, we got this, no, we don't have this. And then it's like, okay, it comes into balance again. But it seems like someone is worried about perhaps how someone is thinking and feeling. And you perhaps could be in a cycle of this, showing up on the regular. What I do sense though, is whatever does come up again, I feel like there's an opportunity here to step forward in a different way with this World energy, and kind of close out that narrative or close out the situations or the conversations or the activity that brings something into a little bit of, can we get on the same page? Can we work here just to bring this into balance, you know, to make this easier on both of us, or in terms of a situation that's important to you right now. Your power in the situation, you got 3 cards that came out. So this is good. Part of the power in this situation with the 6 of Cups, the Star, and the Knight of Wands, it's really talking about the hopes of, again, making things okay. And when I say making things okay, there is some reflection here of wanting to bring, again, 6 of Cups can be about harmony, balance, reconciliation. But there's also this time and place of where you've been maybe before. And again, you know that you've always worked things out, okay? Whatever happens, you find that you trust in something. Perhaps you trust in this relationship, or you trust in your future, or you trust in spirit. Whatever it is, this trust of things will always work out, or the right connection and the right elements of self, you and another person, can figure out and how to navigate this. What's interesting though is this Knight of Wands energy. So when we talk about your power in the situation, it is your faith and belief in something that's incredibly important, but it's also the energy that you bring to it. A Knight of Wands energy, while, at times it can be someone who is not as consistent in showing up, what it is because they can be free-spirited in their energy, which can be very attractive to some people, right? It can be very attractive. It depends in what way that element's showing up, but here it's showing up in a positive way. When you connect to the things that you enjoy, when you connect to the things that you love, what's your energy like? It's probably a bit more free. It's a bit more, let's check this out. Let's explore this. Let's see where this takes us. And I feel that energy that you bring, that that fuels this situation is going to be a key piece to wherever you're going and navigating and whatever you're trying to bring into balance and harmony. In terms of the environment, the situation is the Empress. So I feel here this is related to you, Pisces, at the end of the day, and the excitement in what you can create and what you can do with this situation, but also importantly, how you show up in the world and how you're appreciated and seen and valued. And sometimes you may not even regard yourself that way, but people and around you seem to go, it's like they seem to just feel drawn and connected to you in the way you show up. But I don't know if the energy at times that you even believe it in yourself, or you may hold, I feel like at times you might hold back parts of you and not shine fully in some worry that you're not going to be seen for who you truly are. For some reason, that energy is showing up here. There is this confidence that you have, there is this bravery that you have, and there is this belief that you have. But I think at times you may end up defaulting in something here where you may not feel safe or may not trust something or someone because of what you have experienced in your past. But at the same time, you always know that you get through it, that you learn something, that you have this strength and this childlike ability within yourself to reconnect and have fun again in life, wherever you're going and whatever you're doing. And I feel you're being called to connect more into that energy, because there is something new that wants to create, that wants to unfold here. And you're the catalyst and a big part of what that is and what that becomes. But I think it's important to remember also who you are and the presence that you bring in anything that you engage in. And that includes people, work environments, communities, or even just something you put your mind to that you want to achieve. Because it seems like you're motivated for something or motivated for someone, but you're lacking a little bit of certainty somewhere. And that's what this feels like. It's like you're trying to assess so many things and not sure what to make of it. But what if you dropped into yourself, dropped into your heart and gave allowance for it to unfold? Because I feel like, as I said, you're just getting into this little bit of a cycle sometimes that's making something a little bit unbalanced. It could be conversations, it could be past, it could be something that just resurfaces now and then. And I feel this is an opportunity to finally let that go, allow kind of bygones to be bygones. It's not saying that's something that you're going to forget, but it's going to be something that's going to allow you to grow if you want to grow with it, or this person or this situation to grow with you as well. Because in your hopes and fears is this commitment, this solidarity, I just feel refinement in strength. That's what this feels like with the Hierophant. I feel there's also a part here of everyone's willing to learn and grow together in the same direction, knowing that whatever this situational connection is, it has more meaning and a bigger structure to it than just today. So I feel like there's a very strong energy or commitment or relationship. And when I say relationship, it can come in many forms of what you're connected to in life. But I feel like this is something you really just hope solidifies and works for the best of, the best of the situation, the best of time, the best of this season. That's what it feels like. Because ultimately here, the outcome, you do have the Emperor energy. And as we know, the Emperor energy is very connected, very switched on, grounded, decisive, and it's interesting because there's a lot of structure here showing up. So this could be, you got the Emperor and Empress energy, which can be strong in counterparts, in a marriage, in a very strong connection. This could be, like I said, two people wanting to work with something or build in a certain way and create a certain foundation. But maybe you've just been, finding a little bit of roadblocks or finding yourself sometimes questioning things because you maybe have met with challenges around something that you finally just need to close the door on and not allow it in anymore. Because what ends up happening is that people go away and then start looking at the situation deeper on how to fix something, or then focusing on what the problem is. And then, it just seems like you have to constantly figure it out. But I don't think you have to constantly figure out. I feel like something just needs to be closed on and not focused on in that way anymore, and then open up to a different energy or approach towards it. Because I feel ultimately whatever's being built, created regarding this situation or dynamic, it's coming to a place of a new opportunity and a new beginning to really solidify something and really feel in a strong place, like it's all taken care of, it's all under control. But I feel like it's greater than you. It's the universe supporting you, it's your energy supporting you, it's the people that come into the overall vortex of it all. It just feels really solid and sound, but I feel like you've got to navigate this part first, this little bit of uneasiness that keeps creeping in from time to time. And I do feel like you could be questioning someone's thoughts on thinking, which then makes you withdraw. Even though you're happy and feel connected, it's like you're finding a reason to doubt something or not trust something. So I'm not sure exactly what that's about for you or why this keeps stirring up, but for some reason it does. But I feel like this is an opportunity or a time to let it go and explore something in a different way, or explore a different direction, or explore a different something here that's going to also commit to your belief in it, right? Because at the end of the day, whatever you're believing, whatever you're putting out, it's going to show up, because that's what you're going to see and that's what you're going to identify. But you've got this strong foundation emotionally to this, okay? Or to wherever you're going next with this dynamic, this person, this thing. And it feels good, but how do you take out, like there has to always be something figured out, rather than how can you sit back and enjoy the process, or enjoy the relationship, or enjoy where it takes you, rather than trying to perhaps control or think really hard about a step, a move, just it's kind of like, how do we go with the flow a bit more and allow something to birth and grow as it needs to, as I feel like this is about the universe has a way of allowing something to birth and awaken in its own way. And I feel like this is what it's strongly about, because you are seen, you are recognized here. I think you have a lot to bring to the table, but sometimes you worry about that. But ultimately, I mean, look at this underneath. You've got a very strong, stable, highlighted opportunity and environment around you right now. And I think this is parts of you letting go of doubting yourself at times, but doubting sometimes the worst of the way someone else may think or their actions. Yeah, there just seems to be a little confusion, I feel, at times, where you get a little bit overthinking about someone, their behavior, their actions, or what they're doing. And it feels like you might be just questioning what they're thinking, and they may not be thinking what you're thinking at all. And I just feel like there's something a little wobbly here. But it doesn't need to be, but I feel like there's a little bit of a lesson or growth that needs to or wants to come out of it. But a big part is you're thinking about this and being mindful of what keeps creeping in all the time and how you can let that go. And again, I just keep hearing allow bygones to be bygones. So hang in there, friend. I'd love to hear more in the comments below. If you are new here or have been here for a while and you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, please do. And I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye now.